Okay, so recently the channel got monetized and we've made our first payment off the platform. Now, that's got me thinking over the last week or so about giving some advice to any up and coming creators, anyone starting out on the platform, hopefully not to make the mistakes I did back in the day when I first started out. Now, the first things first, and it's a simple way of looking at it. You've got to find something that, firstly, you're very, very passionate about to make content. Now, I'm very passionate about sport and I'm very passionate about history, hence why I have two channels. And when I started out, I didn't have any kind of direction or idea. Right? It was more of a video vlog and it didn't really go anywhere. And then some breaking news happened in the world of sport and that changed the direction of the channel very, very quickly. Because, well, I've got a lot of views on sport and a lot of passion about sport. I've played at amateur level rugby union. My dad was a very good athlete. Some of my friends are actually professional athletes. So I decided to make it a sports channel. So that's the first thing. The first thing is find a passion that you have or a hobby you have and make content on that. And you will find it's easier to build an audience and to build a subscriber base and a community around your channel if you are passionate about what you're doing. If you're just doing it with the objective of just to make money, I'll tell you now, you will struggle, you will fail. If you go into that with a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of knowledge about the topic you're discussing or the hobby you're discussing, you will go far. It may take time, but you will get there, you will get monetized, you will build a community, and you will build a good subscriber base so that the algorithm picks you up. The second thing is not to assume you're going to make money straight away or make a lot of money. You won't. Very few YouTubers go viral. It's a very small percentage that we see that become big household names that we know about. Very, very few actually make a very meaningful living off the platform. For me, it just tops up my income. There are those who do make a lot of money off the platform. They are in a minority. So do not assume that you're going to make a lot of money off the platform straight away. It takes time to build an audience. It takes time to build a community and a fan base. And it does take time to the algorithm to pick up your content. It does take time. Every so often I get a video that just explodes, but for the most part my view counts are steadily rising and I'm building the community, I'm building my subscriber base, and it has been steadily growing. My view counts month on month are generally rising on an average. It's not massive growth. There's the occasional month with the occasional video that does have a huge spike in views and view hours and watch hours and engagement. But for the most part, it's slow, steady progression. There's going to be some months where it is a bit of a grind. December and January generally are the months where view counts taper off a little bit, revenues are down, and it can be a bit of a grind. Third thing is if you do have a day job or you are a student, try and figure out your uploading schedule and a work-life balance. That is crucial because otherwise you'll get burnt out. You'll be juggling too much and you will get burnt out. And so the best thing you can do is work out very quickly an upload schedule. If you want to do it off a script, do it off a script. If you want to do it off the top of your head, like this video I'm doing right now because I've got a lot of experience now on the platform, fine. But as long as you get an upload schedule, work out how many videos per day or per week you're going to upload, what time of day you're going to upload, and also work that around any day job or studies you may have. Getting that work-life balance right is hard, and treat this as a hobby. So that's your life balance. Work is work. If you treat this as a job, as a daily 9 to 5, you're going to burn out, you're going to hate it. Treat it in a relaxed way. And try not to get too stressed if that one take doesn't work or that one video just doesn't come out right. There's always a time to re-edit or re-upload or re-record. So you've got to give yourself a little bit of time to make some outtakes. You're going to have outtakes. You're going to get things wrong. In doing this video, I've already had 3 or 4 outtakes in getting to this point. Fourthly, try and build a relationship with other YouTubers as well. You will see people in your comments section who may actually be fellow creators. One of my biggest subscribers is the Aquature. He's got millions of followers on social media. He's got over 1 million subscribers. I subscribed to his channel many, many years ago, and he actually subscribed back because I regularly left feedback in his comment section because he's a bit of a history buff. He does metal detecting, he does exploring, he does, caving. And some of the things he is exploring and metal detecting are interesting to me. Military history especially, hence why I have the other channel. And so occasionally you may get a big name on YouTube or a big name, big famous personality on social who has a social media following liking your channel. Engage with them. Engage with other creators as well, because you can bounce ideas off each other. You can bounce feedback. You can do collaborations. I have a good relationship with several fellow creators, and we bounce ideas off each other. I leave comments in their comment section and vice versa. When they're doing a live stream, I'll drop into their live stream and vice versa. So we will see each other pop up occasionally, and we will have a discussion, let's say, in the live stream, in the comment section. It happens. When it comes to the comment section, you are going to get those negative comments. You are going to get those trolls. The best thing you can do is keep letting them troll you, because that actually helps with the algorithm, but don't respond. Don't give in to their bait, their hate, because you're going to have some negativity and that will affect your mental health. Best thing you can do is use the tools available, which you'll find in the YouTube studio, which will basically be on the held comment section. So you can put things in there, or it will automatically go in there depending on your settings, and then you can filter out whether you want that controversial comment or that nasty comment up, or you can get rid of it. There are various tools available. Am I happy with everything YouTube does? No. Finally, be aware of copyright strikes. You will notice on my channel, if you want to look at some of my other content, I don't have any graphics, any thumbnails, apart from obviously video thumbnails or freeze frames from the video, and I avoid music. And yes, I'm a sports-based channel. I don't do watch-alongs. I don't do live reactions to a game, let's say a football match or a rugby league match or anything like that, because that's where copyright violations come in, and that's where you can have strikes against your channel and your channel be terminated, which if you are making money, that disappears. So you have to bear those things in mind. That's the best advice I can give. Find something you're passionate about, make content on that passion, that hobby. It'll be easier to build a natural audience that will stick around, and word of mouth can go a long way. A lot of my subscribers have joined by word of mouth. They've recommended to a friend, and shares are important. Likes, keep a look on your analytics, because it will give you an idea on the amount of shares, likes, and what platforms people are using and where in the world people are viewing from, because then you can tailor your content a little bit. So you will notice, if you stumble across my channel, that I do a variety of sports and sports leagues from around the world, and I will balance it out. I will talk about association football or soccer, depending on where you are in the world. I will do rugby league content, rugby union content, the major leagues in North America. I'll do international sports. I'll look at different international teams, and I try and balance it where I'm trying to give each sport that I do content on a fair hearing. I try and balance it out. I won't always be football. I won't always be rugby union. I won't always be rugby league or cricket or American football or ice hockey or whatever the sport may be. I try and do as much content on as many different sports as possible. And that's the thing, you've got to find your niche. Now, the sports content side of YouTube is cutthroat. It is cutthroat. If you've become established and you've built a big audience, it's a little bit harder, and it can be a little bit more difficult and a bit more of a grind to break into the algorithm and to start making some headway. That's what I found, because there were other YouTubers who had that bit of a head start. They started earlier than me on the platform, or they focused on one particular sport or one particular team, and therefore they built a very solid audience very, very early on. And then when they built that solid audience and getting a lot of feedback, a lot of likes, a lot of shares, a lot of comments, the algorithm picks that up. So that's my basic bit of advice. Treat it as a hobby. Take the money as a bonus. Don't expect to make a lot of money. Be mindful of your mental health and your work-life balance. Sometimes take a break for 2 or 3 days. Or try and regiment your upload schedule, where you're doing a video a day or a video per week, or however you want to do it. Sometimes more, sometimes less. And try and, if you have got a job or studies, try and work around that. Don't assume you're going to make a lot of money. Don't assume you're going to get monetized. Treat that as bonuses. If you treat it as a hobby and an enjoyable experience, it can be beneficial to your mental health and your well-being. And it can be fun. And it's very, very rewarding when you get your first like, your first share, your first comment. Treat little milestones as well. So when you hit a subscriber milestone, make a video, say thanks, engage with your subscribers. But that's enough from me for now, I suppose. I think I've covered all the basics. Now, you will see other channels do this, and they may give different advice, and that is also relevant. But go in with a solid plan and an idea. Find your niche. Find your hobby. If you've already got a hobby, let's say you like motorcycle mechanics, go with that. Try and find a setup that's comfortable for you. I try and do stuff in one take. Other people will stop, start and edit, and they're very good at that. But some YouTubers that I follow try and do stuff in one take. Try and find a way of recording and a way of making content that you're comfortable with. Experiment a little bit. Don't be afraid to experiment, because experimentation is good. You can find you may enjoy making content one way over another, something that makes you relaxed. But try not to get too stressed. There's going to be outtakes. There's going to be muck-ups. There's going to be videos you're not happy with. There's videos on my channel, some of my most popular videos, I'm not actually a massive fan of. But they're controversial. They're popular because sport can be a controversial topic. But there we go. I hope the advice I've given is of some use to someone. And I hope to see as many of you make content. So if you stumble across the channel, you find this video, make some content. Be brave. Don't be afraid to take risks. But at the same time, treat it as a hobby. Find your niche. Treat it as a hobby. The money side, the subscriber count, memberships, anything extra, monetization is a bonus. When you start hitting those little milestones, it's a good feeling. But for me, for now, thank you very much for watching. I wish anyone who is watching this video good luck on the platform. Not everyone makes it, but if you just take it easy, take it steady, you will see growth. And at the same time, engage with your subscribers. Honest to God, engage with your subscribers. As I say, some of my subs are actually far bigger YouTubers than me. They have a bigger presence on social media than me, and some of them have made a lot of money off the platform and do it full time. I still have a day job. Fair play to them. They've made good content, they've built a good community, and they've built a good audience. So I wish that for everyone. Unfortunately, not everyone can be have 1 million+ subscribers and millions of view hours and videos that go viral, but it can happen. And I've had a few videos go viral in a 24-hour period and do really, really well. So I wish that for everyone, and I hope to see as many of you new viewers making content, and I'll give you guys a sub. But for me, for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll have some more content for you all very, very soon.